Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to take the 5 statistically worst defensive players at each position in the NBA, and we are going to put them on the same team, guys, because I'm really curious, man. You take 5 people that are horrible at defense like myself. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I grew up playing basketball and stuff, I was a bit of a scrapper out there. Like, I was not afraid to dive on the floor, mainly because it was my ankles getting crossed and I would fall to the floor. But that is besides the point. So yeah, guys, before we get going on this video, I do want to let you guys know I just spent some money to buy a new vlogging camera because I was really disappointed when I was on vacation. I was unable to like vlog and all or anything like that just because I did not really have the right equipment to do so. So I just did that, guys. Over on my second channel, Extra Crispy, in a few days, I'm going to start posting vlogs over there, some challenges, IRL stuff. I really want to make an IRL channel because right now I'm doing like reactions and those are fine and everything, but I want to expand beyond that. So Extra Crispy, guys, would mean a ton to me if you went over there and did subscribe to that channel. I plan on having a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get started on this video now, as I'm going to make myself smaller and we are going to build the team up here. So this is going to be based off of 3 defensive analytics, you might say. DBPM, DRPM, and D-PIPM. Don't ask me what any of that means, guys. I'm not like an analytic guy. I'm more about just like the eye test. You know, I'm an eye test type of a basketball fan personally, but yeah, this was all brought together. So keep in mind, these are not really the 5 worst defensive players overall. This is based off position. So the worst defensive point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. So the worst defensive point guard in the entire NBA. Can you guys guess it? I'm gonna let you guys guess before I get going on this, man. Who do you think it is? It is a rookie. He's having a really good season, though, man. He's having a really good season, but he does play for the Atlanta Hawks, and that is 82 overall Trey Young. He is listed as the worst defensive point guard in the NBA. Now, on the season, guys, he's averaging 18 points, about 8 assists per game, 4 rebounds out there, averaging nearly a steal, so at least he can steal the basketball. Nickname Ice Trey, of course. But no, man, I actually like Trey Young a lot. I was not a hater of his coming out of college. I thought he was going to be an NBA player. And it looks like he's going to be that. Maybe just not the best defensively, but he's a rookie. It comes in time. You know, that stuff all comes in time. So, yes, Trey Young, the worst shooting guard in the NBA. And I guess while we're here, man, we might as well go ahead and look at the worst defensive power forward in the NBA. Guys, believe it or not, it's actually John Collins, which gives us a really good insight about maybe why the Atlanta Hawks are not really the greatest team. And that is because, well, their 2 best players don't play defense. But John Collins this season averaging, about 20 points, 10 rebounds per game, 2 assists. I like the future of the squad. Just these guys got to learn to play defense, and they're going to take it to the next level. I would probably say the reason John Collins probably struggles the most on defense is because I still feel like he's out of position. I see him more as a center in this NBA, guys, as this era of basketball. You know, being 6'10", there's a lot of other, like, smaller forwards out there that are a lot quicker than him that are going to, beat him off the dribble and stuff like that. So I would like to see John Collins going forward, playing the center position, especially if they end up, getting a guy like Zion in the draft or somebody like that. You never really know. So maybe we'll see in the future. Because right now they got like Alex Len, Dwayne Dedmon. Those guys are fine centers, but John Collins, I think, would definitely excel right there. Next up, we are going to actually look at the center position. This guy played for the New York Knicks. Now he plays for the Portland Trail Blazers. Guys, come on down, Enes Kanter, the worst defensive center in the entire NBA. Now, this one totally does not surprise me. I feel like it's a big reason why he's not being able to find a team to stick with. And it's because, the center position, you want that guy to be the anchor. You want that guy to be the last line of defense for your team. Offensively, this guy's fantastic. Rebounding the basketball, he's really good. Defense, not quite there. But on this NBA season, I'm looking at like the list of all the teams he's been on so far. Maybe on Utah, OKC, New York Knicks. Okay, I guess 4 teams. This is his 4th team, but he's only 26. So who knows? This season averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds per game. Last year he was at 14 and 11, averaging 0.5 steals and 0.4 blocks. If I was 6'11", only averaging 0.4 blocks, I'm freaking smack myself in the face. But it's all good. He's still a good player, just not a good defensive one. So I do like him backing up Nurkic. So actually, I've not really watched Portland lately. Is he backing him up? I would assume he is. I don't think he'd be starting, but maybe he is, right? So yeah, welcome to the team. Next up, we are looking at the small forward position. This is another rookie on the season, averaging 12 points, about 4 rebounds per game, 1 assist, and 0 defense. He plays for the New York Knicks, guys. Kevin Knox, believe it or not, is listed as the worst defensive small forward in the entire NBA. This one actually kind of surprised me a bit. I mean, he's 6'9", 215 pounds. I thought he got a little bit of quickness to him, but I just imagine with his length, I don't know what his wingspan is. It doesn't tell me his wingspan on here, but he's only 19. Another one of those guys where the potential to be good at defense is there. It's just, he's really just not good at it right now, man. But the potential, though, is definitely there as he builds muscle and things like that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Kevin Knox. I liked him in the summer league. I feel like, his rookie season shooting about 33% from 3, only 36% field goal percentage. So he definitely has some things to work on this summer, but he'll definitely get there, I'd say. But yeah, man, as of right now, worst defensive small forward. And then finally, we come down to the worst starting shooting guard in the entire NBA. Guys, let me pull him up here real quick on my end. And this one probably does not surprise a lot of you guys. The thing that surprised me about this guy in particular is his height. He's 6'6", but he should have been an all-star this season. He's playing crazy basketball right now. He plays for the Suns. It is Devin Booker. Yes, guys, Devin Booker. But now look at his stats. 25 points per game, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. He's doing everything out there offensively. I feel like defensively, the reason he struggles is because the team is not really winning a lot of games, so maybe he's not motivated to play as much defense, which actually surprised me because I feel like a young team like this, you want to preach defense to those guys because they got to realize that, Devin Booker's been putting up numbers since his rookie season. But until the defense comes along, it's just not going to get better in the win column. So you got to go out there, you got to definitely play defense to win basketball games. I mean, it's plain and simple, man. You just can't. It can't all be offense. It's just not how the NBA operates anymore. So it really was never like that. Like, I guess back in the day, man, like West Coast basketball, they were always about running gun style and everything like that. But and that worked for them. It was a battle of the better offenses. But still, man, this era, and now it's not working that way. So yes, one thing I see in common with all these guys is they're all extremely young, except Enes Kanter. He just doesn't. I don't know. Does not care or just. Is he too slow? I guess I don't know what it is. Because you look at Jokic, who was probably, like 7 foot and, 250 plus pounds. That guy can play defense. So I guess Enes Kanter, I don't know if it's just really not trying or what it is. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump cut over to the beginning of the regular season. And we are going to, see how this team can do. And if they can, I would imagine they can be a playoff team. But I guess we'll see. So here is the team, guys. We are going to be known as the Jacksonville Hammerhead Sharks. The reason for the Sharks is because I feel like, teams are swimming circles around these guys like, I don't know, like a shark. But that would not make them the Sharks. They would actually be like the bitch-ass like otter or gopher. Dude, sharks eat gophers, right? That's a aquatic animal, I believe. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But we're the bitch-ass Sharks, plain and simple. So here we go on the simulation. You guys all see the 5 players right there. I want to know from you guys in the comment section below, what do you think it takes to be a good defensive player? Like, do you feel like to play defense, do you feel like it's based off your physique, or do you feel like it's all mindset out there? Because, I don't know, I just think about guys like Tony Allen. Like, Tony Allen, sure, he was an NBA-sized guard. What was he, like 6'3", 6'4"? But he was one of the best defensive players. So it's like, same time he had the quickness to him. So I don't know, man. I guess I don't know if defense is just something that you just want. Like I felt like Tony Allen always wanted to be the best defensive guy out there. I feel like there's guys, Patrick Beverley is another good example. Like Patrick Beverley, in his mind, he wants to shut you down. I feel like that's a big part of it where, you get like, I think back to like Carmelo Anthony. Like Carmelo Anthony always got roasted for not really being a good defensive player, but I feel like he was so offensively focused. And I see a lot of that in these guys that we're looking at this video, man. Like Trey Young. Yes, he's making the fancy plays out there. Yes, he's making the big time shots, but he exerts himself to be that offensive star that he doesn't bring it on defense. Same with Devin Booker. I mean, I know I also said it can also come down to like winning and losing and just not being motivated. I feel like that's a big reason why we saw the downfall of LeBron James defensively this season, is because he knew the team wasn't winning. But you have to think about it. If LeBron would have brought it defensively, how much better would the Lakers have been? I mean, maybe he was just kind of going out there and hoping that, the young bloods were going to take over and be like, we got, Ingram and Lonzo Ball. By the way, guys, Lonzo Ball is a great defender. I feel like that was another big downfall of their team, is when he started getting injured and stuff like that. I don't know, man. And then I like to think about, I look at the OKC Thunder, like Andre Roberson, and what that team could be defensively if he was playing right now, man. So Roberson is another guy where it's just like the complete opposite effect, where he focuses so heavily on his defense that the offense is just not there. You can kind of see it in his form and his style of play that, Roberson, he probably grew up trying to become a 3-and-D player, but he missed out on the 3. Now he's just the D. I don't know. I guess, I know we can knock it out every now and then, man, but even like Tony Allen. So it's just really funny and interesting to see that you get these players that are so heavily focused on one side that they just neglect the other side of it. But us as NBA fans, we kind of encourage that, because when you look at, let's set down Devin Booker and Roberson by each other, who would you rather have? Obviously Devin Booker. But defensively, Roberson is the defensive version of Devin Booker. I don't know if that makes sense or not, man, but it just, you get what I'm saying. Like, we focus more as NBA fans on offense rather than we do on defense, and we don't really play respect towards that aspect of basketball all that much. I mean, you know, of course there's like Defensive Player of the Year and the awards like that, but damn, dude. 29 and 52. I was not even paying attention to this simulation. This is absolutely horrible. This team did very bad, to say the least. So we got Steph Curry MVP. Yeah, we got Trey Young Rookie of the Year. I mean, he was playing all 48 minutes because we got his Cantor Most Improved. But defensively, though, this team did absolutely trash out there. So here's the All-NBA teams for you guys to see. We're not going to see anybody on the all-defensive teams. That's for damn sure. So, yeah, we are not in the playoffs, as kind of expected here. But I do want to go to the player stats. I do want to go to the, team stats right here. So I got to imagine we were the worst defensive team. So let's go to points per game wise. Where were we in this regards? We were, oh my God, we were still one of the worst scoring teams in the NBA, which makes it even worse. Like, we didn't even bring it offensively. And then defensively, points allowed per game, we were actually at 14th in the NBA. So that's not bad, actually, man. We're about the middle of the road in that regards. But yeah, the offense was not there. Differential wise, so yeah, we were 26 in the NBA right there. That might be a better indicator, but a lot of that also comes down to offense. So any other stats here we can look at? I don't know if it's gonna say like, yeah, I think that's pretty much the bulk of it. I mean, it's 2K, it doesn't really go that much in depth into it. So here we go. Opponent's field goal per game. What's this looking like for us? So our guys that played against us averaged 41% field goal. That's actually not too bad, man. So I don't know if it's just like 2K disregarding how bad these guys are defensively, or maybe working together, they kind of figured things out. I guess real quick here, we'll also go to the player stats. But also playing 48 minutes a game helps too, right? So, yeah, scoring-wise, I mean, yeah, they all scored nicely. The rebounding was good. 18 for Cantor, 17 for John Collins. Steals per game, 48 minutes, man. You got one guy averaging just about 2 steals per game. Block-wise, John Collins actually brought it with that. So, nice for him on that, man. I guess real quick, I will go ahead and simulate the playoffs just so you guys can see who wins this all, but whoo, baby, it's it's definitely rough. And I guess I want to close on the note, man. Like, if you are an aspiring basketball player, try on defense. Like, your offense will get you places if you're good at offense, but if you don't try defensively, coaches, scouts, everybody is going to look the other way. I mean, unless you are just a real big-time offensive threat out there, man. I mean, you got to be, like, next level. So, I guess just as a 5'8", chunky dude that's not very good at basketball, that's the best advice I can give you guys. But anyway, we got the Golden State Warriors winning all. So, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and be sure to check out my second channel, Extra Crispy. Like I was saying, man, we got reactions on that channel. We are going to have some other basketball content, some IRL stuff if you're interested in that. It's going to be good.